We are ready. Last one-on-one of the second last day. Who survives till Championship Sunday? Next to Happy Kaho and Fly. Our Season 9 champ in Soin, or the vice champion of last time in LawLiet. I wouldn't mind seeing these two guys up against Happy once again. Two very good friends. Traveled the world together, traveled to China together, traveled to Sweden together, might travel to Germany together. Who knows? Rara Land is coming. And these guys will probably try to make the trip. Oh man, I couldn't pick a favorite. Love both of these guys so much, but as an Highlander, there can only be one.
All right, Ancient War at the labs on this map get more action than almost the old Terranus stand used to. Plenty of sappers available. Probably will be used more on the side of Soin, I'd have to imagine, if at all. But we'll see what the starting heroes are. I'd have to imagine it's going to be a Keeper versus a Blade Master, but yeah. Anything's on the table.
I'd agree. That should be the norm, but Shattered Exile is so far from the norm that maybe there are some special strategies here. I wonder how many sappers we're going to see. Could be in the dozens.
Absolutely. We probably saw about a dozen yesterday, so maybe even more. All right. There's the Keeper. And there's the Blade Master. Peon Scout is necessary, of course, for Soin. Ideally, we've seen often the repair trick, and Soin has attacked his Great Hall to damage it so he can do the trick, but more important than pulling the creeps, I feel like, for Soin is keeping this Peon alive so he can scout. Will the Keeper go to the top side, or will he go to the bottom? There's tons of green camps for him to evasion creep, so to speak, with that Keeper, so the Peon needs to scout one of those avenues.
Yeah, 100%. That's the important part, of course. Wonder how focused these guys still are. It's been a long day. LawLiet was casting WSB, Soin was playing WSB at, I don't know, it was quite early, maybe 7 hours ago or something. In Korea, should be +7, which is 1 a.m., which is still a gamer time. Soin just woke up from a nap, so he should be focused, and he is going for that little pull. But everything will be crept in time. Solid start, normal start. Game unfolds.
Lots of potential on Shattered Exile for blade items. If someone wants to give a lot of space to LawLiet, he could go from this lab to the next lab to that sort of 6 o'clock creep in the middle, which also drops another potential clause. It seems like he's going to go for the second lab. So yeah, we could see 3 nice permanent items right off the bat for the Blade Master and the Keeper even, as LawLiet goes to the second lab, creeping both at the same time.
They've played this map quite a few times before, it seems. Maybe the 2 players who played this the most, alongside maybe Kraft and Starbuck, who also played this in the 2-on-2s. Excellent 2-on-2 map, by the way. Blade looking good.
Down.
Oh,
yep.
Is it time for the assassin? Not yet.
Oh, right. I forgot all about that. Yeah, that's definitely good for both players. Good against the Huntresses and just good in general for Night Elf. So, peons, though, for now.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Fly lose a ton of these the other day.
Right on. I could never forget about that 10-minute 4 assassin timing that LawLiet went for yesterday. Infamous. And that's the burrow. Bye-bye.
Yeah, can't buy mercenaries if you don't have the supply for them. Really nice play from LawLiet. And now, the gold mine. There's no burrow defending this gold mine, so he can just sit back here until the blade comes back. This is going to be a couple of peons. There's the 5 gifties again from the creator of this beautiful map.
Oh, Mafe, we love you. We love your maps. Thank you so much for all your contributions to the scene. Yeah, that's a big loss by Soin here. It's relatively easy damage done. I say that. Wait, is the Keeper stuck? No, he's not. He can just walk out and cancel the burrow again.
I feel like Soin there, if the blade had just windwalked, the Keeper would have had to back away and stop attacking that burrow because he would have threatened the surround. Maybe LawLiet would have just committed still, but at least the town portal could have been forced there. Maybe a little slight mistake, but the blade is ridiculous right now.
Yep, exactly. Oh man. Double gloves, claws, circlet, all good. Gotta be aware, but it's mirror image, so no crit. It's all calculatable.
Send entangle. Oh, staff. Careful. 1 crit. Okay. Doesn't get it. And 1 more peon goes down.
That was expensive. He basically invested the cost for staff, which not the end of the world because the map is so big and you want the staff anyway. And mana and HP, so basically just moon juice for a big delay on Soin's play.
By the way, archers and no Hunter's Hall that I can see. So Ancient Winds, yep, there they are. Keeper Talons for LawLiet.
Wow.
Will it be Demon Hunter second?
Yes.
Yeah, will be Demon Hunter second. There it is.
On a big map like this, going for Talons.
Interesting. It's more, I guess, for the sneakiness of it, but also just the delay that he's done. There's going to be no way. Typically, when you see Talons, you need to get a Bestiary up. You want to get a War Mill up as well, get some Headhunters. But with the delay of the Lumber and the Burrows, there's only going to be Grunt Shaman. And if someone doesn't scout this actively, like even no matter what LawLiet does here, like someone's in such a horrible position, all these peon losses is going to hurt him so much. Look at the Lumber.
Oh boy, there's barely any lumber, and as we said, Soin just woke up from a nap and he might think that he's still stuck in a nightmare. So many treants hunting him down. And not much success except that Blade Master inventory. Demon Hunter out. Tier 3 unfolding. At least he scouts it now.
Oh, by the way, you might have already mentioned this, but Mirror Image second for the Blade. I was expecting a crit earlier, but no crit thanks to these items.
I literally said it one sentence before you said, is he getting a crit? But I let it slide to not put a bad light on you, but now that you mention it, it was quite funny.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I thought back to that. I was like, wait a second. Oh, Ring of Regen. Beautiful item for the Demon Hunter. Can't complain with that.
Oh, especially for creeping, just excellent.
Yeah.
A little bit of creeping here for the Shadow Hunter as well, so no big TC artillery.
Blade finds some slowed archers. Could be a gift, but he wants to get the Geomancer. Oh, nice dust. And
no mana anymore, no invul. How much mana is there left? Oh, can he reach? I think the movement was a little suboptimal.
Alright, we finally got Soin stabilizing a little bit. He's got enough lumber. How many peons did he rebuild? A few at least. Here come the Talons. Tier 3 almost done. The illusions, of course, have been beautiful to continuously scout, so Soin knows what's up. But can he get the counter on time?
Oh man, he has no walkers, he has no TC. What is the counter even?
Normally, getting an expansion up and just Raider, Shaman with level 3 Shadow Hunter tends to be the best counter. Unless you're Hitman, then you'll stay one base, go tier 3 Mass Demolishers with Burning Oil. Also a good choice, but not something that many players play. Although Soin does tend to be the one Asian orc that plays most similar to Hitman at times, but not going to do the Demolisher strat, unfortunately.
Question here, of course, is Hitman playing like Soin or Soin playing like Hitman?
True.
I remember Hitman admitting to Soin that he's his biggest fan in Stockholm.
Well, they're both quite good players. They're both innovators in their own right. But this positioning for LawLiet is unbreakable.
Yeah, it's such a weird position, but the Demon Hunter gets stuck. Invul Potion? Is he willing? Oh no, he just fights out! Ancient, get out the way. Oh man, that was a sweet save.
AOW will go down, but it's already crept 3 camps for LawLiet. It's not going to get much more out of it. Maybe would have moved it to the northern red camp, but got its value in gold. Orb now. And 8 seconds for Cyclone to be online. There is decent amounts of piercing damage with these mercenaries. Maybe that's the counter on Shattered Exile. Maybe you just go for 5 of those bad boys.
Yeah, exactly. But then they can also be Cycloned, I guess. It's only 3 Shaman. It's really not that much. Just lift it up in the air. And off we go. Okay, now a Lodge transition.
Alright, for now, Someone's going to have to back away. The Entangle is nice. Where's the Purge? The Shamans are out of position. That's 1 assassin. Big investment. 260 gold we found out yesterday is invested there. Demon Hunter could be at risk. Potion of Vulnerability could be popped. It's a big one. But someone doesn't want to commit in just yet.
Oh man, there's big losses. Great timing for LawLiet. If he keeps his Demon Hunter safe, and he definitely should, then yeah, this is brutal. even supply at the moment, but levels look pretty good for LawLiet. Tinker out as well. Gets the big mercenary. Wonderful. Keeper 3. Tinker gotta be careful now, but there's always a Cyclone.
Demon Hunter staffing back in with potions, not more health. The blade is able to do some more damage, but only because LawLiet wanted to kill him. Heal Scroll saves and Purge saves him. Nicely done. Soin with some beautiful micro here, but just not quite the army that he needs.
Not really. And what is the army even? It's 3 Shaman and a Blade Master who's half dead. Could kill him with a ball of cotton now. It's not good.
Ward.
Shadowhunter, thanks to the Cyclone, completely out of position. He's trying to dispel whatever he can, but it feels hopeless. Look at the block. Beautiful.
No more Cyclone, though, so the Shadowhunter should be able to make it out. One Raider could be nice. Could see a turnaround here once Soin gets some potions. There's a Clarity running. And there is a Raider. LawLiet has to be a little bit careful with these heroes, but more Talons are going to stream in soon.
Oh, Potion saves the Blade Master. Soin is fighting as best as he can. The Blade Master's still alive. Lol, how is he still alive?
Pocket Factory is super nice here. There is a decent amount of mana, almost a heal wave on that Shadowhunter, but does he want to invest into a heal wave or just more Serpent Wards? It's going to be more Serpent Wards. The heroes are low on both sides, but the Blade, another potion, but is there a Purge? There is one. Blade Master makes it out with 6 HP, comes back in for one more attack. Can he get the Demon Hunter? He does, but the Blade falls as well. Oh my god, the micro on that Blade to get every single attack he possibly can get.
Damn, Soin, he's wide awake now, that's for sure. Who can stay in this longer? The Serpent Wards, assuming the position keeps the shop available. Man, if Soin gets pushed further into his base, there's no chance to regen up. Second hero traded versus third heroes, but both almost equally important.
Yeah, both equal levels as well, so the same amount of time investment. They're actually exactly the same to come out of the altars, respectively. And the Shadowhunter can creep up to level 4 in the meantime, because he's going to be given space. I don't think LawLiet can fight without that Demon Hunter, because then the Shadowhunter just going to spam wards the entire fight. The Tinker, though, could get up to level 3, which is a big upgrade.
Pocket Factory 2, love to see it. 70 seconds until the heroes are back, and this is time for LawLiet to expand, of course. But if someone figures this out, and he could, then it's Zapper time finally.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe some Bat Riders to deal with the Fairy Dragons. Shadowhunter gets a Flute, but importantly gets the experience that he needs. Too bad Flute doesn't work for Serpent Wards. That would be nice and imbalanced.
Yeah, it would be super nice. All the Night Elves would celebrate this change, I guess. Oh man, no cement upgrade. That's all Burrow's gone.
Classic. Classic. This used to happen every game to Orc players, but it shouldn't any longer because there's lumber, there's a war mill, but someone overlooks the upgrade, and now LawLiet can just town portal out, and this is a horribly supply block Soin.
Ouch. Yeah, he was super short on lumber the entire early mid game, so maybe didn't want to commit it because of the shaman upgrade and everything else. And now that bites him big time. Blade is back, hoping for crits, but TP out. GG!
GG. Okay, 1-0 for LawLiet. A very, very good early game, and he translates it into an expansion, into the Talons, and with, again, the sneaky play, the weird off-meta stuff, LawLiet makes it work.
Right on. The 1-0 for our vice champion, only bested by Happy last time. And Soin now against the ropes. Would love to see an Orc mirror between Fly and Soin later. Or not later, tomorrow. But chances are not that great. Shattered Exile once again good for LawLiet, going 2-0 on that map in this tournament. First against Foggy, now against Soin. And with that, one map away from the lower bracket semifinal and the final four.
Alright, Last Refuge. Could see more Cyclones on this map, absolutely. But Soin will have a better idea of what's coming his way. Maybe this time around can get that Tauren Chieftain that you mentioned. Would obviously be a lot better against the Talons. So we'll see. And of course can get the Raider Walker immediately off the hop if it is Demon Hunter. So it could be a slightly different game, but with a similar army composition on the Night Elf side of things.
Right on. We are... I would love to see $3,500 at the end of this stream. By the way, we are $227 short. Can we do it, guys? 3K people watching. If everybody donates 10 cents, we got it done. And you got some time. The early game, probably not too impactful, eh? So chip in if you guys can. This is match points. LawLiet.
All right, standard. So far, I'm going to see a Peon Scout from Soin. He's going to confirm that it is the Demon Hunter. Would expect to definitely see that from LawLiet, unless he's going to do something super tricky. And then, of course, it all comes down to the early game. The Blade Master needs to keep some mana available so that he cannot allow the Demon Hunter to get the Mercenary Camp. You need at least one Windwalk when that Ancient War moseys on over to the Merc Camp to be able to steal the Rock Golem. If you allow the Demon Hunter to get the green, the priest, and then the Merc Camp, it can be awful, awful, awful for you on early tier 2. But it is Keeper.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa, okay. I did not expect that, and I guess someone won't expect that either. So now the big question is, does he play Keeper Talents? Or did he find a way to somehow magically reach higher levels and make Mass Tier 1 work?
Yeah, I suppose if he does play Keeper Talons again, all he needed last game was level 2. He essentially needed level 1 to get that Burrow canceled, but then the Entangle was good to kill the Peon. So if he can get a couple of camps, he can still have a very similar game to last. But Soin can pretty much deny the Keeper level 2 the entire game if he does the right opener. It seems like he's going to go for his green item and then go across the map, but that will still get him there in time to creep check the Keeper at the Murlocs if that's what LawLiet goes for.
Yeah, that should be the norm. How aggressive is the Blade? Lets him do whatever he wants at the moment. We're hunting for claws as always, but that didn't help him in game 1.
Wait a second, LawLiet skips the Trappers and goes straight for the Murloc, so now Soin is not going to get here in time to creep jack the Murloc. He gets the claws you mentioned, but he will not deny the level 2 for the Keeper, so the Keeper has the opportunity to again go for those aggressive plays.
And LawLiet has great vision with wisps across the map, in the middle of the map, knows exactly what Soin is doing. Taps the tech button, and yeah. Wait, he won't get level 2 just yet. Ah, there we go. Ah, he's here with the Engine of War. Alright, I forgot about that. So yeah, have fun, Soin.
Alright, the Burrow cancel could probably be denied with like perfect Peon micro, but he's got to block the Treants, he's got to burrow up immediately. Entangle, Treants, third Burrow already on the way. It's just going to be Peons for the LawLiet. He can get one more, he's got one more Entangle, and the Blade has to run back.
It feels like LawLiet knows immediately that Soin is not the best in reacting to exactly these pushes and is exploiting that so hard. One more set of Treants. That's another Burrow.
Oh, man. Oh, one Treant getting blocked a little bit, but we'll definitely be able to get this with the 3 Treants. The question is, will he have to Town Portal out for it? Oh, the Grunt doesn't get in front. The Keeper just walks out, but maybe with the Keeper damage not being here, yeah, the Burrow will be safe. Okay, nicely done from Soin. Took some damage, but fixed it in the end.
Okay, this is definitely more even than map 1 was, which is not that hard because map 1 was a disaster. And if I look at LawLiet's base, this does indicate another Keeper talent play.
Yep, Ancient Wonders, 4 Moonwells. Soin would be able to guess the same if he did get a Scout on the base, because you otherwise would probably not build that Ancient Wonders. And he's going to have wards to be able to scout a little bit more. He's got one on one side of the map. The other scouting that Ancient War at the Mercenary Camp, which is an important creep jack. But the Keeper goes back in with full mana this time.
Of course he does. Thank you, Zeko, for the 44-month resub. Closing in soon on that 4-year support. It's pretty impressive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 3 points around. Love to see it.
Free Grunt. Nothing Soin really could have done there other than just keep that Grunt in the back of his base, but he didn't do it. Keeper gets the kill. Blade getting a camp at the same time. Gets illusions. He's going to be able to scout the Ancient of Winds that are undoubtedly going to be coming up right now. The Keeper continues to kill Peons yet again.
Oh no, I wouldn't work for Soin if this happens constantly. There's a keeper plague in his base, and that's another one. Staff is not done for 40 seconds, but this time we switch it up, and this time we get a TC.
Yeah, TC, he's going to just be able to scout those talons right away thanks to the illusions. So he sees the altar flashing, he sees the Ancient of Wind, and will react accordingly. And the mana burn will be very underleveled, so if the TC can creep while the blade pressures the, for instance, mercenary camp with that Ancient of War, then the TC could have free reign over the talons.
A player's forces are under attack.
Already 300 gold missing in that mine. That will of course make a difference, but Soin is reacting a lot better. We also get walkers now, but you're right, that TC could decide that game if there's space for him, if there's ammunition for him, if he can throw these waves, and Soin has a solid shot.
Like that illusion pulls the creeps, damages the Ancient of War, gonna make it a little bit difficult for the LawLiet to just straight up creep this. The blade should probably come over, but because of the lacking number of grunts, he's kind of needed to creep that TC up. But this Demon Hunter gonna get a ton of experience here.
Alright, but no solo experience, and here comes Soin. This army by LawLiet is pretty ridiculous because of course you tech and it's big investment. Entangle on the blade, shockwave #1 against archers. Not the biggest weapon, but you want to use that spell before the Demon Hunter just burns you to the ground.
Nicely done from Soin. Disrupting the creeping just enough. He doesn't have to get much done here. He just has to stop that demon from creeping. But the blade has to be careful. Shades of Kaho here with the dust trying to kill that blade. Has one more entangle. Shockwave, interesting one. All right, but the entangle is the important one. Blade Master, is he going down? One more attack, keeper kill over the trees. That's the first hero down, and now that's free reign for this DH.
Oh, that's so much experience as well. He wanted to prevent the leveling, and on the flip side, he's donating XP away. That hurt. The accuracy of the keeper. Gotta admit, that was quite good. Through the forest with that little bird. Like a, oh yeah, maneuvered like a drone. Soin, this looks troublesome.
Yeah, tier 3 is done. Master training is soon to be on the way once the LawLiet has that 100 gold. And the shops are up for grabs. The TC trying to creep with a single grunt and a single walker.
Yeah. Also a single level. You need the high level shockwaves, otherwise it doesn't work. Mana also burned. Keeper 3, Devious level, Demon Hunter 2, Tinker will be coming, and Master Training has started. Soin's lifeline in this tournament is about to end.
Soin just seems a little bit lost right now. Look where he's running. He's running straight into the level 3 Keeper. This might just be it. I mean, Adept is only halfway done. Walker getting burnt. He's trying to buy time for the blade to come back, but even when the blade is back, the demon's still going to be 3 by then, and both shops are going to be gone.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a way for Soin to play this a little grubby style. Base racy. Try to get LawLiet away off the map, but this is not looking good. Ensnare doesn't help too much. Backfires a little actually on that Raider with Fairy Fire. He's just going straight for the blade again. The mortar blocks the way, and it's another kill.
And this was pre-Cyclone as well, and the Spirit Link could have come in. This actually would have been not a bad fight for Soin had that army been there to assist a little bit earlier. Blade back from the tavern, but now Master Training's going to finish in 5 seconds. Walker goes down, Raider comes in, but the next Walker's about to fall, push him vulnerability to save that demon. And this is just so many Orc units falling.
A couple of talents falling as well. This, of course, Soin's tournament life on the line. Was he unlucky with the damage roll there? It kind of looked like it. TP Force, no losses on the talent after that. That will cost a lot of moon juice, as everything is so hurt, but 10 supply lead for a Night Elf in this matchup? Almost unheard of.
Very, very rough for TC. Getting some more experience. At least that Raider lived. Of course, you can't salve over level 2 Entangle, so he had no way of saving it if it didn't have enough HP there. Blade, a sliver off level 3. That would be nice if you compare it with the Potion of Vulnerability. And Soin needs to take some risks now to get back in this game. Needs to heavy creep and not be worried about creep jacks.
Yeah. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Soin not ready for this keeper play at all. It's always been his weakest matchup. Always and forever, and especially LawLiet knows exactly how to exploit it because he knows Soin so well, of course. Ankh of Reincarnation, not bad for that specific Blade Master, but here comes LawLiet trying to seal the deal.
3 Raiders are out, 2 Walkers are out. Tinker is now here. Demon Hunter gonna get level 3 off this kill. And there's a heal scroll. There's no Staff of Preservation for LawLiet, so maybe the heroes could be the weakness. Again, if only someone had that Potion of Invulnerability, then he could go for the hero kill. No reinforce yet again, so Soin has to defend his base. Somehow, 46 against 44.
Yeah, this time, I don't know, there's also no Warmill, of course. Trying to get rid of the shop, to get rid of mana potions. It feels just so easy, this game in LawLiet's hands. Clockwork Goblins over and over, repair costs. Soin can't even get up to 50.
Entangle and Mana Burn forced on the wrong Blade Master. That's a great start. The Ensnare, the Blade gets 1 Talon. This is really good. This is good as it could get for Soin right now. Another Talon caught out of position. Shockwave lands pretty good, actually. Soin, his micro is so good. Can he make it work?
Still needs a little bit of a miracle. Mana is so good, so much Cyclone. Yeah, he can only use a couple of walkers here, but they take quite some damage from magic as well. Radar falling. I think the hot minute for Soin is over.
Peon's getting pulled. It will help with the Spirit Link, but the Walker mana is not plentiful currently. The first 2 Fairy Dragons come in. The Torn Chieftain has no Shockwave, even though it's only on level 1. Another Talon falls, but another Entangle also falls on the Raider. Heal Scroll would be a godsend right now for Soin if he could only make it to the shop. There is one available. Demon Hunter slightly surrounded, but where's the damage?
That's the question. He can just stand there and tank all the pickaxes, trying to switch the focus. TC, if he dies, the Ankh will be triggered, but there was only one savior here. A little bit more extra mana for that keeper, for another Entangle, and he calls for the game, and just like last season, it's a clean and sweet 2-0 for LawLiet, who survives till Championship Sunday.
Makes it work with the off-meta strategies. As expected, as so often he plays. He's one of the few Night Elves at the top level that is still playing these wacky different strats. The Lores, the Keeper Talons. Everyone else seems to be just playing Mass Hunt, Mass Archer. But he shows these strats still have some viability. And moves on to the round 3 in the loser's bracket.
The semi-final, indeed. So with that, our bracket stands Happy versus Kaho in the winner bracket and LawLiet versus Fly in the lower bracket. Those are the 4 remaining players. That's quite some history between Fly and LawLiet, of course. That's going to be juicy. That will be the first match of the day, the last best of 3 of the day. And then Kaho and Happy will see where this goes. I think we got sweet and nice Final Fours.
Yeah, this is going to be nice. This is going to be a lot of fun. We get to see one of the dark horses, see how he can do against probably the greatest player of all time at this point, and then 2 classic players in the lower bracket. No matter what, we're going to have a banger grand final. We're either going to have a massive underdog, or we're going to have one of the better Night Elves against Happy. He plays Demon Hunter a lot, LawLiet. He plays different styles, and the micro exchanges between the 2 is always insane. Or Fly, who has been able to defeat Happy recently. Or we get Kaho, which, we're all going to be happy to see that for sure.
Okay, then. Okay, we might have to swap the games a bit around because there's, of course, a lot of tournaments tomorrow once again. But we'll see about that. We're definitely gonna be here tomorrow all day anyway with LawLiet, and you will be there as well, and Happy. I don't even know what to say anymore. This was a great and long day, and it's still not over. $5 coming in by Mr. Lucas. $3,278. Not bad. But yeah, in 25 minutes from now, we're gonna have the FFA Grand Final. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good as well. Not the only competition is one-on-one. FFA brings us a lot of joy for quite some seasons. The first 2 seasons won by Shake. Now Lelu, who's going for the three-peat versus the FML champion Quest, the former one-on-one pro Neutron, and Stein, who is quite a bit of a dark horse. Basically the Cajo of FFA. Looking forward to this. I will be joined by Rulas and Hightech. And Carson, you can go to sleep, actually.
Very cool. Very cool. And try to get... I can actually get like 6 hours. Oh my god.
Damn, that's more than in the past 2 days combined, I imagine.
Yeah, I could have slept a long time last night, but I actually woke up at 8 p.m. instead of, I think I could have woken up at like 2 a.m. or something. So I only ended up sleeping about 5 hours last night. I don't know why. It's just when you flip your sleep schedule, you can never get full nights of sleep. So yeah, this will be nice. And then I'm gonna go wee at a gig, and then I'll come and we'll cast some beautiful games tomorrow. Neil, it'll be a treat. Tomorrow is gonna be so much fun.
Exactly. Happy still in LawLiet, Cajo, and Fly. Don't miss this. We have 1 best of 3, 2 best of 5, and 1 best of 7 grand final. Very much looking forward to this. This is all a celebration of the greatest server of all time, W3Champions. You can find many features that you won't find anywhere on this very server, W3Champions.com. All you gotta do is click the button that's called Join the Battlefield Now. It downloads a little third-party tool, and you get access to all the servers, all the game modes, all the ladders, all the leagues, and all the new updated maps, etc, etc, etc. It's just the best. We mention it here over and over again. If you guys want to reward W3Champions for what they do, they have a Discord. Join them, send them a letter saying thank you for saving this game, thank you for bringing me so much joy. Same goes, of course, on Twitter. If you want to support the server structure of W3Champions, as we have 28 servers currently, Patreon, an amazing tool for that, but also one-time donations via PayPal, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Alipay, or WeChat help a ton. And that goes, of course, for the Back to Warcraft project as well. You can find our links on backtowarcraft.com/support. We got a Patreon ourselves as well. There's also the option to sub here on Twitch. And if you have Amazon Prime, that is even for free. YouTube membership enabled. We got the total of 5 YouTube memberships at the moment. That is a pathetic number for everybody watching more than our 6,500 videos on YouTube. Raise that number. We also have a Streamlabs donation thingy open for PayPal and credit card. Cryptocurrency is up, merchandise is there, and of course, we are blessed with a partnership with CORSAIR, the esport hardware manufacturer of the year 2021. They just released the new K70 RGB Pro Mini Wireless, highly customizable. I got one of these bad boys and will pair it with my notebook, laptop, whatever, so I don't have to type on that shitty thing anymore. And I can take it everywhere. It's beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? By the way, you can win one of these things as well if you participate in our raffle. That is giveaway.backtowarcraft.com. You can win either the keyboard or one of the 2 CORSAIR headsets, the Void or the HS65. This link for that is giveaway.backtowarcraft.com. And now the final closing words belong to Mr. Carson Cleaver.
Fun tournament, guys. Pleasure casting with Neo and, of course, Mr. Remo Demo Man at long last yet again. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for 1v1, but make sure to stay tuned for the FFA. It's always, even if you're not too familiar with FFA, it's always exciting. I had the pleasure last season of casting the FFA alongside a bunch of other people. So stay tuned. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Or in 15 minutes. So see ya.